Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Today is Video Tuesday. And so for today's YouTube, we're going to be making a card using the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. And so this is available now, and it's going to be carried into the new annual catalog that's coming out on May 4th. But you can order it now. And as I've been talking about recently, you can order. There's 4 different pieces in the suite. There's the stamp set, of course, the stamp set and the dies. That's a bundle. 10% off if you buy those. Then there's also the paper. It's a 6x6 paper pack. And then there's the, like the wood grain paper. It's a 12x12 pack. So you can order the whole suite or you can order the pieces. I've ordered the whole suite, and I am going to reorder the designer series paper because it's amazing. And so today we're going to use it. And I'm also, of course, going to use the stamps and the dies and other dies and all kinds of goodies. So today our card is an inspiration from the spring mini catalog. It's the January through June mini catalog that is obviously still available till the end of June. There's a little bit of an overlap there, so people are questioning. The mini catalog is available through June, but the new annual catalog actually starts on May 4th. Which is early this year, and I think that's going to be the case from now on. So I think we'll be doing May to June for the, May to April for the big annual catalog. I think they just changed that because we're going to have another celebration promotion in July and August. I think that's the reasoning. I don't know. That's my reasoning. So let's get started today. We're going to make a card. I'm going to use blends. I'm going to use the Pee-wee. I'm going to do lots of different things today. So hopefully I don't have to get up. I hope I have everything right here. We'll see. The inspiration that started this card was when I was looking at that mini catalog, and I looked on page 44, and I was like, I don't have that stamp set, but I like the card format and layout. And so if you look on page 44, you're going to see something kind of similar to what I'm going to be doing today. So this is So Saffron cardstock, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. So there's my card base. And then I picked the 6x6 paper pack, and this is the Butterfly Bijou. That's how you say that, right? Bijou. And lots of awesome pieces in here. You get 48 pieces of 6x6 cardstock, designer series paper. So as I was going through here, I was like, this one just caught my eye. I think it's the watercolor look to it. And so I picked that, and I cut a piece of that 4.25 by 5.5, and I'm going to mount that onto my card. So that's going to be my card base. Okay, so, and look at the other side. Totally like a little rainbow butterflies. Oh, totally cute. Okay. My adhesive started. There we go. Okay. So, put this down first. Get this lined up. Got my head in it. Okay. A little bit overage. I'm going to trim that down. I'm kind of particular about that. I don't like any kind of overhang. Trim that off. Okay, so there is my card base. And in the catalog, they actually just used a straight up card base, but I thought using this designer series paper was awesome. So now what I want to do is I cut from the Stitched Shapes dies, and these are the ones where you get 12 dies, and there's 4 of each. So you get 4 squares, and they layer together, 4 ovals and 4 circles. So there's only 2 there because I used 2 of them to do this technique. So what I did was I put this on a piece of So Saffron cardstock. I used a little piece of washi tape to hold it in place so I could cut them both at the same time. So if you do that, you want to make sure that it's not too sticky so that it won't tear your cardstock when you lift it off. Okay. And then I'm going to pop these out. And I like that they're stitched. Just think that's so cute. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and glue this one down. Kind of in the center. And then on this one, I'm going to put some dimensionals. I'm going to pop this up. Okay, since this is small, I think I even need to cut down these tiny ones. So I'm going to just cut real small pieces of dimensionals and make them super narrow so that I can use them on my circle. Just like this. I want to make sure I use enough. I'm going to use 5 of them. Okay. And then I'm going to peel off the backs. Maybe. Goodness, Trevis. Super sticky. This one doesn't want to come off. Why? Must have flipped it somehow. Okay, that's bizarre. Let's just use another one. When things don't go your way, change it up. That's the cool thing about crafting. Usually there's a way to fix the problem. Okay, I think what happened here was actually that little piece got stuck backwards. Okay, looking good. Now I'm going to pop this up so it's going to lay just with that, but it's going to be popped up a tiny bit. Okay, so can you see that? All right, so now we have that done. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the peewee. Oh, first I need a stamp. Hello. I'm going to use Memento Black. And I have the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set mounted. And I am going to ink up a couple of these butterflies. I am only going to stamp a couple of them. So I'm going to ink this one up. It's okay if I get a little ink over here. And I'm going to ink this one up. So I want these smaller ones. So you remember in my last video I talked about cutting these apart. I don't feel the need to do that, but you can cut this and make 6 stamps out of this big stamp if you want. So I had little pieces of white cardstock. Looking great. Okay, so now I'm going to take these out. Close this up. I'm done with that. Now I'm going to bring the peewee in. And, oh, is this going to work? Because this is a big die. That's not going to work on the peewee. It would work if I used these. I didn't really want to do that. Well, guess what? Just going to fussy cut. Because I don't want to get up and go get the, big cut and emboss. So let's do some coloring first. I want to color these in, and I want to use some colors that will coordinate with that designer series paper. So I have Magenta Madness, and I have a dark petal pink, and then I have So Saffron. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color. I'm not going to use the dark yet. I'm going to use the light, and I'm going to color just. And sometimes these stamps actually give you the guide how you want to color this in. You see all these dark areas? I'm coloring all of that with my magenta. Okay, and then this one I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to color the edges with this, and it's going to be cut out, so it's okay if I go over a little bit. See how I'm using the side of my blend? You want to do that. You want to use the side more than the point. If you use the point too much, it'll feather. You'll still have ink in your blend, but the tip will be feathered and really kind of a bummer. So let's color right here. Okay, and then we are going to use the petal pink. So now I want to blend. And I want to pull some of that pink. It's not gonna blend it out completely. It's just going to blend it a little bit because these are not obviously a set of blends that go together, but you can use your blends this way. You can use different sets together. You can use, you know, a light and a dark of one. There is no set rule. Okay, same here. I think I'll blend that. It's good to let those, the alcohol in the blends dissipate a little bit. So that's kind of what I've done here. Pull, pull, pull. I'm pulling that one pink into the next. Then I'm going to use the So Saffron. So these aren't going to be like really super bright butterflies. They're going to be more natural. And I like them that way. I think they look really good that way. And not that I don't like bright colors. Sometimes I do. Okay, then rather than go get the big cut and emboss, I'm going to cut these really tight. Just fussy cut these real quick. And so I hope you're all making your Easter cards. April 4th is a early Easter this year, which is good, which can be a little scary because sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate when we want to do our little Easter egg hunts and all that kind of stuff. I have grandchildren who always want to get outside, and there have been years where that just didn't work. We ended up doing Easter egg hunts in the lower level. Hey, you know what? If they get candy, they don't care. They basically are good with it. Okay, so there's one. Here's the second one. So I kind of purposely did them differently. I did one kind of more dark on the edges, and I did this one more dark in the center. So remember, as you're fussy cutting, you're moving the paper more than you're moving your scissors. So much easier on your hands. In fact, if you have big scissors, they work really well for this technique. This is thick cardstock. I don't know why. It's okay, but it's a little thick to cut out. Cutting out his antennas. Don't want to lose those. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll get rid of our trash. All right, now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Use these bigger ones. Okay. Now I'm going to find a good spot to put these. I'm going to put one up here. And one right there. Okay. I'm going to put a saying. So this set doesn't come with any sayings. It's got tons of butterflies, but no sayings. So I went to Positive Thoughts, the stamp set Positive Thoughts, and I picked Friends Like You Mean More Every Year, and I'm going to stamp that in black. So I'm only using one stamp pad here, the black Memento, and I'm trying to decide what color. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it has to be Magenta Madness. So I'm going to stamp Friends Like You Mean More Every Year. Right, let's see, I'll put her right here. That was a nice saying, so nice. And I'm gonna do a fishtail on the end, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my triple banner. And since I'm going to put the fishtail here, I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Just going to put it in like this. fishtail right there. Not that I need to do it this way, because as you guys know, I usually just wing it. But look, it's so perfect. So if you're not confident doing it by hand, just random, you can use a square, you can use this, you can use anything that has an angle like that. Okay. And do I need to pop that up? Yes, I do. So I'm going to pop that up. Let's see. That's already popped up, so I want to make sure I don't pop it up in the exact same spot, or it's going to be double popped. Does that make sense? That's straight. Pretty straight. Okay, so there's my card. It could use an embellishment, I'm thinking. It could use like some pearls or some rhinestones. I don't think it needs ribbon, but I don't really know if it needs anything. I'm thinking it's pretty cool the way it is. So hope you enjoyed this today. Get some inspiration from your catalogs. Pinterest, just don't need to recreate the wheel. You can even get inspiration from napkins. Look at these napkins. Aren't these adorable? So this would make a, look at this. This is like gorgeous grape. This is poppy. This is granny apple green. We have some pool party. So you may be seeing a card made similar to this soon. Okay. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Take care. See you Friday. Bye.